Okay, today we are going to review the lesson on multiplying a mixed number fraction with another mixed number fraction. Okay, first thing we need to do is no mixed number can be multiplied by another mixed number until we transform them into what? This is what you guys should know already. We transform these into improper fractions, and that is done by multiplying 3 with the 2 and adding the 1. So 2 times 3 is 6. Notice I'm doing that in my head, and then I add 1, that's 7. That's now my new numerator. And then I copy what the old denominator was straight underneath. Now I have an improper fraction. And then I copy the multiplication sign and work on the next mixed number, turning that the exact same way I did here into an improper fraction. So 5 times 1 is 5, and then add a 4 is 9. And again, we use this denominator as our denominator here. So now it's cleaned up. 7/3 times 9/5. Now we can multiply. But before we do that, to make things easier on myself, I'm going to look to see if I can reduce anything. And I see right away 3 and 9 are similar numbers. 3 goes into 9, so I'm going to reduce that. 3 goes into 3 once, and I have to still use 3. 3 goes into 9, this time 3 times. And I see that 7 and 5 don't have anything in common, so we cannot reduce those. So now we can go ahead and multiply across. We had 3 times 7, 21, and we have 5 times 1 is 5. We have 21 over 5 as our answer. However, as answers go, it is not acceptable to have a higher numerator than the denominator. Again, our answer now looks like our improper fractions, but we have to put it into mixed numbers. So we divide 5 and 21. So what we do is we say 21 divided by 5. So 5 goes into 21 4 times. We get 20, and we have 1 left over. The 1 that's left over goes up here as the numerator, and then we copy the divisor. We have 2 fractions we want to multiply, but I wanted to show you that you have an option to pick any numerator and any denominator. So lately you guys have been using a lot of cross simplifying. You've been simplifying the 2 with the 6, cross from it, and then 4 and the 8. But today I want to show you that you can also do 2 and the 4, because that's a numerator and that's a denominator. It doesn't matter. You want to use the ones where you want to be clever and use the ones that's going to give you the most benefit. So let's try this today. 2 can go into 6, but I'm going to go this way today. 2 goes into 2 once, and 2 goes into 4 twice. And here I have options again. I can say 2 goes into 8, and I can reduce those, but I'm going to go ahead and reduce these. I think the greatest number that's a factor of 6 and 8 both is going to be 2. So 2 goes into 6 3 times. 2 goes into 8 4 times. So I wonder if it were done. Let's look. We have a 1, a 4, a 2, and a 3. I think we can reduce this or simplify it one more time. We can say 2 and 4. So 2 goes into 2 once, and 2 goes into 4 twice. So we have really simplified this problem down now, washed it out. This is going to be really easy to multiply. Now my new numbers, 2 times 1 is 2, and 3 times 1 is 3. Look at that. We have reduced our number, and it looks like 2/3. Now we are going to do a lesson on how to multiply fractions where one of them is a whole number and the other one is a regular fraction. Well, we take the 2 and we draw a line and we put 1 as its denominator, because a whole number, we can put it over 1 without changing its value. It's still a 2. But doing it this way makes us see the fractions better. So we're going to multiply these, but before we multiply, it's really important that you reduce these as much as you can, simplify them before you multiply them. So I see that 1 and 7 is not going to get me anywhere. When you have a 1 with another number, don't work with it. It's going to give you the same numbers, so they don't help. But the other numbers that help are 2 and 8. I see that both are even, and I know 2 goes into 2, and I know 2 goes into 8. So 2 goes into 2 once, and 2 goes into 8 4 times. So now there's nothing else I can reduce, so I go ahead and multiply across. The new number, 1 times 7 is 7, and 1 times 4 is 4. We get an improper fraction as our answer. At this point, we should not be letting our problem alone this way. This is not acceptable as an answer. We have to make sure that our numerator is smaller than our denominator. So we're going to go ahead and divide. 4 goes into 7 once. We have 3 left over. We take that 3 and put it in the numerator and use our 4, the divisor, as our denominator. So that means 7 over 4, or 7/4, was the same thing as what we got after dividing 7 by 4. 1 and 3/4. That is now an acceptable answer.